Vandoth is a figure of legend on Necromunda, and stories are told of his deeds from the sky hives of the Stormlands to the toxic shores of the Great Scavvy Sea. A giant of a man bound in layers of crimson muscle, Vandoth can crush a man's skull with one hand and turn aside blades with his hardened skin. Most disturbing of all, though, are the tales of Vandoth's unquenchable thirst for blood. It is said that hidden behind his mask are long canine fangs, and after he kills, the gigantic warrior stoops over his prey to drain them dry. Outlaws sometimes pay for Vandoth's aid with the promise of coin, weapons, or glory, though the giant mostly does as he pleases, aiding others when his interests align with theirs. There are conflicting accounts as to where Vandoth comes from and who, or even what, he is. Some insist the massive warrior was once a Goliath, somehow corrupted in the vat with tainted blood. Others believe Vandoth was once one of Lord Helmor's personal guards, until he was genetically altered into a vampiric beast for the ruler of Necromunda's amusement. Then there are stories that the massive fighter is a thing of chaos, though the savagery Vandoth shows to those corrupted by the dark gods would seem to discount this. All that is known for sure is Vandoth has wandered Necromunda for centuries at least, his face hidden behind a mask, and an ancient oversized bolt gun at his side. Bună ziua, and welcome back to Wellywood Wargaming. My name is Damon, and this is the Giant series where I give you every single Dramatis Personae and hired gun in the game of Necromunda in a bite-sized video. But before I get into it, please do, as always, like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and comment down below if you've used these guys in your games as well. Vandoth The Fallen, really cool piece of lore there, and you can find the full rules for Vandoth in, of course, the Book of Ruin. 250 credits, no official model yet, but I've seen loads of tasty conversions for this guy, I must say. Really good. I have to say that I have actually used this guy as an outcast leader, and I've used him as a bounty hunter in numerous occasions. I don't have a proper model done up for this guy to show you, but I have been using sort of proxies for it. Now, really good. The stats here are great. This is one of the older ones as well, by the way. For 250 credits, I think you get a lot of bang for your buck. We've got a movement of 5, weapon skill of 3, ballistic skill of 3, strength and toughness 4, wounds 3, initiative 3, and attacks 3. So really strong stats there. High wounds, high attacks, decent initiative, decent weapon skill, and ballistic skill. The mental stats are leadership 7+, cool 5+, which is fantastic. Another reason why I used him as a leader. Willpower 6+, and intelligence is 7+, so good mental stats there as well. A bolt gun, which happens to be the enforcer variant with a 4+ ammo, and a fighting knife are your weapons of choice there. For skills, we actually get 4 skills baked in, which is another reason why I took this guy as my outcast leader, because 4 skills and a bunch of good stats is quite nice to build upon. We have crushing blow, which is excellent, gives you another extra powerful attack in close combat. We've got fearsome, which is in line with the sort of lore of this character being a sort of vampiric kind of guy. We've got hurl, which is now better than it used to be, meaning that you can hurl on the charge if you really want to, and spring up as well, which is nice to have with a decent initiative there. However, we do have heavy carapace armor, a respirator, and a stim slug stash. Stim slug stash is always great for those extra boosty moments. We've also got a respirator, and the heavy carapace armor is a little bit of a problem, as it kind of brings your initiative down to a 4+ instead of a 3+, and your movement to a 4 instead of a 5+, meaning that spring up skill isn't quite so good in combination with the heavy carapace armor. However, you do get a very nice save throw out of it. Now, special rules, we have the bounty hunter special rule. He is, of course, an outlaw and can't be used in any other normal gangs, lawful gangs. He also has an extra special rule here called Agent of Order. Vandoth The Fallen may not be hired by a Helot Chaos Cult gang, Corpse Grinder gang, or a Chaos Corrupted gang as well. So he doesn't like chaos at all, which is really interesting. Personally, I think this guy is like a Blood Angel scout or something that was left behind on Necromunda, something like that succumbed to the Black Rage or whatever it is. The stats are certainly, nearly good enough, but I suppose, if you really, were going to put a Space Marine in Necromunda, their stats would all be probably way better than that even. But it's not far off where I think it could be in terms of the lore. And again, you can find the rules for this guy in the Book of Ruin as well. I've seen lots and lots of nice conversions for this guy on Instagram and stuff as well. And I think it would be a really nice one to kit bash up and use. I really enjoyed using Vandoth as a leader in my Outcast gang for a campaign. Like I said, the main reasons for that, just having 4 skills to start with and some really strong stats and a decent bolt gun as well was nice. It was a little bit boring though, if I have to say. There aren't any sort of unique mechanics or interesting special rules to use with Vandoth The Fallen, but he's just very, very solid and very reliable and just very good, basically. And that's all I really have to say with that. I will be back with another video real soon. Peace out.